Here's a little challenging combo incorporating a jade split to a dragon's tail and then exiting via a slightly different exit from a dragon's tail, take it into a cradle. So for this one, before you delve into this combo, you definitely want to be comfortable with your jade split. You want to be comfortable with your dragon's tail, and it can be either variation of the dragon's tail. It can be the dragon's tail with the inside leg forward, dragon's tail with the outside leg forward. Either one works. And then also definitely feeling comfortable with your cradle as well. So for this one, we're going to start from a jade split, or it's really more of a flat line jade split, which is partially what makes that transition from the jade into the dragon's tail so seamless. Okay, so get into your jade however you want to. I'm going to take it a climb up so that I have some height. So from your jasmine, circling that inside leg, drop your torso so it's about parallel to the ground, keeping that bottom arm nice and straight and locked out, opening to that jade. Okay, however long you want to hold it. Rehook that outside leg. Outside hand is going to go behind your back, thumb up. Slide that bottom hand, transitioning to that dragon's tail, releasing when you're ready. Okay, when you're ready to come out of it, you're going to bring the outside leg to join the inside, compressing it to your chest and sneaking that hand out. Okay, so that transition from the dragon's tail over into that cradle, you definitely want to make sure you're comfortable holding that cradle without that top hand, because it is going to come off. Okay, so you can try that cradle nice and low. Tip, really focus on squeezing this knee to your chest, and you want your torso down. So you have my torso is about parallel to the ground, so I can release this. Okay, so I'm really squeezing so that I'm keeping that point of contact. My thigh is pushing the pole into my belly. You're gonna get a nice little pole kiss right here. Okay, so you definitely wanna make sure you have the compression strength to be able to hold that in there to work this exit as you go into it. Dropping your head is crucial. So remember, on all of these, I've really emphasized that you want your torso to be about parallel to the ground. Okay, so whichever version of the dragon's tail you feel most comfortable with. I like this flatline jade split transition versus a more traditional jade split, because if we're in a traditional jade split, we have to then pull our torso up so we can sneak this hand behind our back to go into the dragon's tail. When you're going from that dragon's tail to that exit into the meat hook, this hand that is behind your back, don't worry about it coming out. Focus on this knee coming to your chest, and just once the knee clears the pole to come towards the other leg, just think of opening your fingers. That hand is going to be stuck. But as you start to feel the compression sinking in here, chances are this hand is just going to naturally get pulled off. Okay, so you really don't have to focus on this hand coming off. Instead, really focus on your compression strength, pulling this knee to your chest. And in doing that, it's going to naturally start to pull this arm around. Okay, so, but you definitely don't want to release that hand until you're feeling that grip here. Okay, so let's do one last little recap through on this. Okay, getting into your jade split however you would like, either inverting up into it, dropping down into it. Okay, find that nice flat line. Torso is roughly parallel to the ground. Find your split. Bring that outside leg in. Hook. Outside hand goes behind your back. Thumb up. Slide that inside hand down. Transitioning to your dragon's tail. When you're ready to come out, circle. I would recommend bending the knees when you transition to this cradle, because usually your compression is going to be stronger. Okay, so if you have a lot of hamstring flexibility and compression strength, great. But I actually like the look of the bent leg when I go into the cradle. Plus, you're going to find you get a lot more contact there on that one. Okay, so Just like all sequences, these are meant to be ideas, mix and match however you want to. Keep the things you want, get rid of the things you don't, have fun with it, play around with it, try it on the other side if you can. Or if you're not quite there to try in the sequence on the other side, try to just work the individual moves, getting more comfortable with them on the other side. All right, have fun.